Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Canadian Macdor, and today it's a little bit of a special video as we are going to be doing what one of my subscribers has suggested with the Soul Weapon, and we are going to be getting Cecilia's Soul Weapon today. Now, Cecilia is a mechanic who has a pretty good kit for her. She's a great damage dealer, an AoE damage dealer. She's got great CC, great stun, great survivability with her kits. So overall, a very good physical damage dealer. And with her soul weapon, now her soul weapon for 12 seconds, it'll activate. You have to do 7 skills, and then for 12 seconds, normal and skills have a 10% chance to deal physical damage to the target and enemies within a small range of it, and inflicting stun for 1 second. Now, with this soul weapon, the key to this soul weapon is getting it to its advancement stage 2. Now, the reason why I say this is when you have a 10% chance, that's a 1 in 10 chance that you're going to do that increased damage. What we want to do is get it to advancement phase 2, where it goes from a 10% to a 20%. Now that goes from a 1 in 10 to a 1 in 5. Then that will make a world of difference when it comes to damage output. So really the key to her, especially with her soul weapon, getting it to that advancement 2, not only that, it will also increase her attack at advancement 1 by 40% for the duration of that skill. So with this soul weapon, it's going to massively increase her damage output, not only in arena but in world boss. So what we're going to do is we're going to take her into world boss now. Now, I had done the world boss yesterday, as this is the physical damage, I believe, world boss 2, and I only got to about 50,000 damage. I think it was between 50 and 70,000 damage I got. So we're going to take her into world boss 2. We're going to check her out, check her skills out, check how much damage she adds to the team, and see how that goes. Now with this team, I run 2 damage dealers with Panzerone and Cecilia, and I've got supports in Juno. I've got Juno Lavrel. I've got tanks with Sonya and Gwyneth, I believe is her name. Now a lot of people might say, why you put Sonya in there? Now Sonya has a lot of CC, which will help reduce the CC gauge on the boss, but also with her T4 perk, you can actually make it so that it's not just magic damage increase. That will be 25% magic damage increase, but it will also add physical damage increase. So if you don't have Gao but you have Sonya, you can throw her into this team, and she will do a great job at tanking and being a CC tank. So let's see how we do here, and then I'll be right back. Alright, you can see the team's trying to, it's slowly starting to get whittled down. Now, as you can see here, Cecilla's not kept up with Panzeron, like she doesn't have the same amount of damage, but she's done her job. She is, you know, not too far behind her. Now, my Panzeron has top tier crit damage gear. She's got like 100% crit rate. Her soul weapon, or her, she has her soul weapon. She has her unique weapon up to tier 3. She has 2 unique treasures with both being T1'd. So I mean, my Panzeron is very strong. So for my Cecilla to sit there and actually be able to do that much damage as well with Panzeron. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another round of it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna swap out the golden cat I had on her for the Blessing of Earth, which is going to increase her attack to a single target by 40%. Now, with her skill set, I'm looking for attack speed, and about 50% crit rate, and then we're looking for damage mitigation as well, because she is someone who's going to jump into the middle of the battle and almost be like a frontliner. So, as you can see, with that first round, we went up to, I think it was 70 million, which was a 20 million boost with that soul weapon. Now, let's see what happens this second time around. Now, as you can see too, with this team is built to protect those 2 damage dealers. Stripping with Scarlet and Rahartna, CC mitigation with Juno and Rahartna. We got defense buffing with Gwyneth. We've got damage increasing with Sonya and CC reduction, or CC bar reduction. And then we got boosting of the attack with Lavril as well. Now, I want you guys to remember this main of mine, it's only 40 days into this game. So I mean, it's not like one of those ones who's been 200, 300, 400 days in. I'm 40 days in, and I am doing, you know, I'm actually very happy with how far this team is coming along. I don't have all the heroes. The only T5s I have are Panzeron, Cecilia, and Rahartna. The rest are, I believe, T4, T3, and below, with Scarlet and Gwyneth being both T2'd. Now, for this team to do what it's doing, like I said, I had the strip with Scarlet, who's also helping, you know, with this CC resisting. I got the defense buffing with Gwyneth, and then Panzeron and Scarlet are just doing what they're meant to do. Big, massive damage. And as you see with that soul weapon, Cecilia, who only has 1 unique treasure, it's not leveled up. Her unique weapon's only T2'd, and she is T5, but like I said, Panzeron is my top DPS damage dealer, and she is doing her darndest to keep up with her. Like, she actually almost surpasses her during this, but she does a great job in this. And like I said, that soul weapon actually made a big increase in the damage output here. But I mean, again, with that soul weapon, we want to get into advancement stage 2 so that it does get that extra 10% increase to activate during skills and normal attacks. So that is, I think, one drawback is that 10% chance at the start. So, you know, it's still doing a decent job, but getting that extra 10% will probably increase this even more. We will go over the team a little bit at the end here and go over the gear that I have on them. But yeah, when it comes down to World Boss 2, like, I was very thrilled for being 40 days in, and you'll see here at the end of this one where we end up with at the end of damage wise. And again, for being 40 days in and being here, I'm very happy of the progress on this main account I am at. And again, I don't have all the physical damage dealers damage dealers. So what I have here, these are the ones that I can use right now. So this is a team I'm working on and building up for this world boss. So let's just kind of play it out, see where we end up at the end of this battle. So you can see here we're already past the 70 million that we hit last round. Now I want you to know too that Panzerone and Cecilla have basically the same T perks with the increased damage to bosses or non-heroes. And you can see too, I have to have this on auto as my game does freeze because it is played on my phone. I'm working on getting BlueStacks to make sure this I can play it on my computer and try to mitigate that so I can try to manual it. But as you see, we're gonna actually wind down here as the world boss here is gonna start killing off my heroes. But as you can see, we're inching closer and closer to that 1 billion. This will be the very first time I will hit 1 billion if I can get there. So Cecilla did finally die there. I mean, she's in the front line taking damage, so she did her job. We just gotta see if the remaining group here can hit that 1 billion mark. And there it is. I hit 1 billion for the very first time ever with this account. And it's all thanks to Cecilla and getting that soul weapon and boosting her stats even more. I am thrilled with that. Like I said, this counts only 40 days in. So for me to hit 1 billion, I'm completely thrilled for that. Cecilla did her job. Now I do have to change a gear up as it's not top tier gear at the moment, and I'm actually still grinding as much as I can. It's not like my Panzerone, but for her to keep up and do what she did a great job. And again, the soul weapon increased the amount of damage output we had. We're going to quickly kind of show off the team again here. Now it is not the most attainable because it does have Juno and her soul weapon, or her unique weapon, and it does have Cecilla, Panzerone, or Harden, or some of the newest heroes here. So I mean, but the little trick here is if you do get Sonya is a great little tank you can throw in that front line. She's not going to do a ton of damage, but she is going to increase the damage your physical heroes will deal, and she's going to help reduce the CC of the world boss. So we're gonna go down to Cecilla. We're gonna check her out. Now she is on a purple or black dragon and red dragon crit damage deal or gear. As you see, my Panzerone is on crit rate and crit damage, and she's all T8, and she all has good stats there. Now I'm just kind of going through here, showing you the heroes I used during that battle. Now, Gwyneth is kind of slipped on for this one as well, but if you have her unique weapon, it increases the attack of allies and attack and crit damage when she hits with skills. And she does additional damage to non-hero targets, so I mean she's a good little front tank to throw in there as well. And then this is what I was talking about. Increased magic damage is effect changes to increase physical damage and magic damage. That is her T4 dark skill. So other than that, guys, you have an idea that Cecilla with her soul weapon she's a beast. She's a phenomenal beast. We will do a more in-depth spotlight on her later on. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys can leave a comment and like